Right, here playing some Nubby's Number Factory for the first time. Wanted to just give this game a look and see how well we do. I always like the little games where you drop the balls in, so figured I'd give this one a shot. Hey, you must be the new employee they were telling me about. My name is Tony. Hi, Tony, and I'm going to be your supervisor. My job is to show you how to run the factory. Don't really care about your name or anything. Okay. First things first, welcome yada yada, the world's leading number factory manufacturer. This is the main control center of the factory. Your first task is to launch our mascot Nubby down the pegboard. Hold down right mouse and press left mouse to launch. Okay. Can I do that? Oh. Left mouse to launch. Let's get it go. Oh, it just went through them. At this factory, your only job is to make big numbers. By launching Nubby at these pegs, you will earn however many points are shown on that peg. This number shows how many points you made in a round, and the goal on the bottom is the goal. Or the number on the bottom is the goal. If you beat the goal, the board will restock. If you get a really high score, the board can restock multiple times in a single round. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you what a restock even is. Well, listen up because restocks are an important thing. When the board restocks, a bunch of new pegs will fall from the sky and fill your empty spaces. Soon after, pairs of pegs with the same number will merge into a greater peg. Okay, let's try it out. Keep launching Nubby until you beat the goal. Okay, so right mouse and left to release. I'm going to have to change that. So we got 5 and it restocked. And they randomly became 2? Do we know how it determines that? I don't know. Just kidding, no you're not. Okay, we're almost done. To rearrange your new pegs, press the jumble button. Okay, so spread them out. Nice, launch W. One more time, right mouse select. I want to show you something. So we're aiming for 45. There's not even 45 on the board here. Okay. Oh, they bounce. Yep. You might notice that Nubby goes through some pegs, but not others. Nubby will break through ones, but will bounce off any peg greater than 1. That makes sense? Alright, but that's it for the tutorial. You'll figure the rest out for yourself. We'll see. Oh, nope. Oh, wait. Forgot one thing. Every time you launch Nubby, you lose 1 life. If you run out of lives, the sun will explode. Seems like they should put somebody important in charge of this factory then. But luckily, every time the board restocks, you get 1 life back. Okay, and the board restocks every single time we hit this score. Got it. So as long as you keep making big numbers, nobody gets hurt, sun doesn't explode. Got it. Okay, now I'm done. Thanks for not pressing the skip. Where's the skip? I missed the whole thing. Alright, skip tutorial button. I knew that was difficult for you. I'll start you off with a fresh new factory now. Good luck. Alright, Zone 1, the factory. Okay, so they already restocked. And we're aiming for 8. Does it bounce off the side? I don't even know if it can get over there. So let's just bounce in here in the middle. Oops. Not exactly what I was looking for, but now we got some 4s in here. So just 3 4s and we're good. Oops. And we got this. Yep, come on. And we're making big numbers. Still don't know what the restock is, how it decides which ones, but whatever. Let's game for that 16. We got it. Okay. Get some restocks in there. We got 32 on the board now. Let's see if we can't. Just 1 hit off that gets us our goal. We did not get it. Okay, 31 now. There we go. Okay, hit it once. That's all we needed. Okay. Nubby Mart. Click an item to drag and drop it into your inventory. I'm guessing this is the inventory up here. press right mouse on items in your inventory to sell them, okay? So we have 9 gold. What do each of these do? Every 1.5 seconds, halves the highest number peg, doubles the lowest 2. I figured the lowest 2 will always be like 1 or 2, so like we're adding 1, but taking 32 down to 16 doesn't make sense. I don't want that. Summons 1 straw, 10 pegs popped, summons 1 straw that pops 1 peg. Pegs popped by straws give an additional 0% of their number, and gains 5% for every time you've jumbled pegs in this game. Okay, so we could build on that. We have 2 straws here. And then pants. Pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it will give points twice. And that's every 10 pegs. We can expand to open the 5th one, reroll. What's this? I don't know what that is. Let's start building stuff. Alright, so we'll take the straw and move on. So, 10 pegs popped. I wonder if that is like individual. Is that getting it down to 0? Is that in 1 drop? I don't know. We'll see. Dropping onto that 32 just to quickly clear this one. Was that a straw? Okay. Alright, so let's aim for this 32. I think we'll need a couple 8s and 4s to hit 63 here. Let me keep it in the middle. Oh, okay. Okay, we got the 76. Good. Special round gold rush. Over. This peg will give +1 coin when popped for the first time. Okay, we could earn some money here. So these are the gold ones. Okay. So how can we get up to 74 and pick up some coins there? Let's throw it here, and maybe it'll bounce back. Oh, nope. Okay. And that was a straw. So what are we up to now? Oh, every time we jumbled, we haven't jumbled yet. Okay. Look for 85. Let's see if we can't hit both 32s here. Okay, there we go. You got loot. Perks are permanent. You cannot sell or get rid of them. But do they go up here? Let's see. So the House of Cards perk. Force triggers all X pegs popped items every 15 times. And so this would summon this. You know, once we get up to 10, it summons it every 5, okay? Pegs fully popped, 40% chance to force retrigger the item in slot number 3. Oh, peg fully popped, so any peg gives you a 40 chance to trigger what's in 3. I like that one. Let's go with that. Okay, so those go right there. It looks like maybe there's no max? I don't know. Okay, looking at this board, we got 64 down here, aiming for 98. Let's jumble. Yeah, we get a little elevator action here. Let's see if we can't just hit that 64 straight on. Nope, missed it. Yep. Let's bounce it off this one into it. Nope, okay, there we go. Okay, we got there. Back to the store. Gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. I don't know if a peg gets fully popped, like, if it triggers it, they'll just give like 8 if it happens like in the middle. But this is already triggering at the end, so I don't even know if that works together. I think we're just gonna skip this one. Let's hope this 64 we can get bouncing in there a few times. Nope. Okay, we're down a couple lives here now. Nope, keep bouncing out. Oof. Okay, last shot. I probably should have jumbled. since it bounces so much, let's bounce it out here and see if we can't bounce it back in. 119. Okay, saved. Okay. Oh. Let me jumble this. What's the cost here? What's the cost? Let's just do it. Okay, we only get one. And we don't have a clear shot to 64, so we kind of need to fight through this middle area. Bounce it here. Yes. Okay. 261. Okay. Let's earn some coins here with this gold rush. Still last shot. Let's jumble it. So this is now at 15% if the straw takes care of one, and that's if I get 10. So hoping for a lot there, but let's aim for this 64, get some money, and hopefully survive. Yep, we saw that straw going across a couple times. That's a good round. It's still last shot. Okay. Let's see. We want this 128, but the ball is just gonna fall out here. See if we can't catch it. Not good. Up to 20% there. We want to pop a lot of pegs. Just send it off the edge here and hope to get the 128 twice. Okay. That worked. Still last shot. How do we get more? Or do we just always hang by the seat of our pants here? Okay. Alright. 279. We're up to 20% here. Let's jumble it again. I don't know if that's better. But let's try what we've been doing. Just kind of hit the outside and popping it back in. Did not do... Oh, nope. And that's the end of the first one. Okay. Not bad for the first one. The sun exploded. I forgot about that. Alright, 2000. Let's go new game. Aiming for 8 here. Just toss it in the middle. I can't even get on the first one. There we go. Okay. Now we got there. Okay, we got 16 going for 22. See if we can't get a 16 and a 4 and just quickly wrap this up. Oh, nope. Okay. 33. Shuffle that around and just drop it in the basket. Nice. 51. Aiming for 31 this time. So let's drop it in this basket. That might have been a mistake. Oh, nope. We got it once. Okay. Nice. Alright, back to the shop. So this tree has eyes. We don't want this. Nubby hits the wall. Okay. Bounce off the wall. Pops a random peg. Could be good. 25% chance to create a chain bolt that pops a cluster of pegs. And that's if the item to the right of it triggers. And since that's the only item, I don't want to take that. And I don't have enough for 2 with that. So it doesn't make sense. And Nubby gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. Is that every time Nubby bounces? Or just at the end? Let's go ahead and take it. And, I don't know, throw it in 4. I don't know if the spots matter. And 6. So it pops a random 1 when he hits the wall. Let's do that too. Okay. And we'll move on. So what is these again? Number of times that it's bounced and if it hits the wall. So we're looking for lots of bounces. Aiming for 43 here. So let's re-roll that. That's not good. See if we can't clear out these 2s and make it bounce in the middle now. Okay, it bounced over here on the side, so we got the little Pedro working. Aiming for 99, 64, 16, that should give us it, right? Close. I have to hit the 64 though. Let's bounce it off this wall instead. Nope, way too far over. But we're getting some bounces, and I guess this, okay. So this thing, sneaky snipers. This peg will pop the highest number peg when popped, will not pop itself. Okay. Okay, so if we hit the 128, it'll pop the 32. Okay, okay. That's already the points we need, so just hitting that will do it for us. And what we learned last time, or the last round, is every single time it pops, it gives us the point. So one bounce will give you 1 point. The second bounce will give you 2. Okay, okay. So we want him bouncing as much as possible. Okay. But if we hit the 4 here now, this will pop to 128, so we'll be at 132, and then we just really need anything else to go. So let's do that. How do I keep missing? Okay. There we go. There's the 4. It popped to 128. Now we're back in business. And there were some numbers there. Numbers were going up there. Okay. It's 128. Okay, so we don't have any more of those exploding balls. So let's get back to just as many bounces as we can. Why did that number change? Let's re-roll this, and maybe we get some bounces going in here. Okay, okay. 255, okay, that's good enough. We got loot. Got some more perks. When Nubby dies, if you have passed the round goal this round, force trigger the item in slot 5 twice. I don't really want to trigger items if I haven't met the round goal, considering that's an issue right now. So let's see, Nubby dies, force triggers the item in slot 7 2 times. That's going to take a lot to unlock that one. I don't even know if any of these are good. Let's go ahead and skip it and just take the money. Yeah. Okay, 128 is kind of hidden down there. But I do like this pattern here. We get maybe some bouncing off the top and bottom. Let's just throw it, or do we want this 32? Let's take 32 into this little chamber. Okay. Okay. I also noticed it hit off the top, so that also counts as hitting a wall. I don't know how often I'll be able to do that, but... Okay, back to the Nubby Mart. We got 2 of these, and we could buy both. When Nubby dies, 10% chance to cause a giant explosion that pops all pegs once. 40% chance if you're on your last shot. Okay, so one of those gives 10% to pop everything every time we throw it. Not bad. If we pop the highest peg, which we have not had success doing, it'll pop 2 random pegs, but those could be 2s. We don't really have anything that builds on number pop, just bounces. So 5 pegs pop, give plus 5 points for every time this item has triggered during this round. Okay. A 1 in 50 chance to metamorphosize into something else. This could help pop in 5. We like luck of bouncing. 5 pegs popped, give us that. I don't know how much 5 points is worth each round. But I definitely want to take this flaming skull. Just as kind of like a get out of jail free card here with that 40% chance. So we'll take that. 2. And let's see. Let's do this one as well. And since we have the money, let's expand. And let's keep going. Okay, so we want to bounce a lot and we want to pop a lot. So we want kind of some of these lower ones as well. So let's bounce up to 16 and see if we can't get it back over there a bit. I still can't figure out how to aim in this game, but I guess we passed the goal. I think I can hit off this 8 into the 256, and we should be good after that. I can't aim, but we still made it. We still made it. Special round sneaky snipers. Okay, so this is the one where if we hit any of these, it'll pop the highest one. So kind of just free score there. Not where they put them though. So these 8s will pop the 256. Let's collect some 64 and then just try to just drop it straight down over there. Let's see. Oh. Okay, we made it. I'll take this 256. Okay, we made it. We make it. And now, okay, now we're scoring. Alright, aiming for 549. We have a 128, 256. We hit those each once. And then one more time. We should be good. Or do we want to clear through these 16s so it gets over there? Let me try to bounce off the 16 into that little pocket there. Just, yeah. Oh. Okay. The Grabatron. So this is new. 6 gold. What's the... What do we want? What do we want? I mean, we're gonna play. Oh, okay, okay, we just pick. Let's take some gold so we have something to spend. I know we just spent gold to get gold, but let's try it. Okay, so they give 1 to 10, and we spent 6. So not great EV. Great, you just gave me enough so I could try again. But now that I have enough to spend in the shop, I think I'll exit. Okay. So some 128 to 2. I don't like this 256 over here on the edge. I feel like with my aim, I'm just gonna miss it. So let's shuffle, and now we have the 256 here in a little pocket area. So let's go ahead and get this going. And we hit it at least once, and it's gone. Nice. Alright, we got a 512 Austin area code there. Let's pop it off of there and see if we can't get some points on the 16s. How do I keep missing? I will get the aim down eventually. But at least we're passing these rounds. Special round, another sneaky snipers. These are good. Nice, so this 32 will just pop the 512 immediately. I don't think I even want to change it up at all. So let's just go ahead and send it. Got 2 pops there, and not great, but we cleared the score thanks to it. Let's shuffle to get this 512 in a better spot. It's a worse spot, but maybe we can get past this 16 and have it bounce off a bit. So I'm just going to drop it straight down. Okay. Oh, I don't think that passed it. But we do get another shuffle, so let's try again. I don't like our chances down there, so let's go for most bounces, which would be to the right. Let's go ahead and do that. That was 2 bounces. Not what we were looking for, but we do get another shuffle. And the 512 is still at the bottom, and I don't know how we're going to get points here. But let's just try to take this line straight down. Just see if we can't bounce it straight up and down. Oh. Are we going to get there? And we got there. Okay, okay. And we got the the explosion hit. That's what that looks like. So that was the 1 in 10 chance we get there. Back to the Nubby Mart. See, we have a sea cucumber. This is when Nubby dies, so also the skull. Every empty peg space will give points equal to the total number of pegs that have been popped this round. Okay, we do like popping pegs. And this will be every single time, but it doesn't help when we just completely miss them. Every 1.5 seconds, it doubles a random peg. So I mean, that could be like a 2 to a 4, or a 512 to a 124. But then I also have to hit that peg and last 1.5 seconds, and I don't think we've even been lasting 1 second. So I'll wait on that. We get these pants. Pops a random. Oh. Every 10 pegs pops a random peg. When this peg pops, it will give points twice. Okay. And then Happy Seal. When 8 pegs are popped, 2 random pegs get smacked. And when a peg gets smacked, it counts as peg half. Triggers without actually having it. Okay, so I guess there's some other item out there that gets triggered when a peg gets halved, which would just be bouncing on it, and this happens every 8 times. I don't think that's going to help us, and I don't think we have the items necessary. What is this one? No, I'm not a big fan of that one. Oh, every empty peg space. Okay, so if we pop 10 pegs, and say there's like 8 spaces, we'll get 80 points, which doesn't seem to help too much here. But if we go here, pop 10 to the 10, pops a random peg, that random peg could be like an 8, and so that only gives 16. But this is every 10 pegs pop, so maybe we do it more than once? I'll take this one. I'll take the sea cucumber just to give us some points every time we die. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's look at this board. We get some bounces in here, maybe just kind of keep it contained in the middle. If we aim over here. Bouncing, lots of bounces, lots of pegs cleared, and we made it. Okay, this is a boss round. Okay. So we have this thing up here, which tells us gold was the shot before. What's that? And then we have a star. Okay, so these are bosses. Okay. Power outage. This peg will disable a random item when fully popped. Disabled items cannot trigger for the rest of the round. Oh, this transformed. Right? What was it before? Every single one popped gave a point? Or at the end of the round? I forget. But now, okay, give 3 points every time this item has triggered during this round. And it's every 2 pegs popped. Okay. Okay. But would any of these being deactivated kill us? I don't know. Probably this one. Oh, that's why that 4 turned into a 2 earlier, because it pops a random one and hit a wall, turned it into 2. That makes sense. Okay. Okay, but back to this boss. Let's just avoid whatever this thing is, because it's going to disable one of the items. But that'd be okay. Not one item's doing great for us. Okay, so they added 4 of those, so it's going to be hard to avoid and get 1,300. I think we just play for points here and just say, you know, hope our items last. Or do we want to do a shot? I like how they're set up. We'll get a couple hits on a 512 and a 256 in there. I think we just accept whatever happens. All right, let's fix this aiming so it's like here. That's exactly what I was looking for. It hit that. That's okay, and we made it. And we got loot. Perks are permanent. Why am I reading that? The QB perk. Okay, for the first peg popped, if you have 4 or less items, I don't have 4 or less. I could sell. Force trigger the item in slot 4 times. This would only give me 4 points. I don't want that. Okay. So if Nubby dies, force triggers the item in slot 6 1 time for every 7 rounds. What round? Okay, so do it 3 times. It tells me that right there. That's great. Great, thank you, game. I know we don't have anything in slot 6 yet. We'll have 5 gold to open it up. I think we take this and just look for a really good item that we want to trigger all the time. Okay, so we're moving up. So we'll go up to the stratosphere. Let's see, 5, 12, 64, a couple 32s we can work through here in the middle. I think we're just gonna shuffle here. Okay, we have a little pocket down here. We'll be able to go 128, 256. I think we could do this one down here. I still don't know how to aim. Made it without even popping the 512. I don't know if that's good or if like they build on each other. If you don't want it, I don't know. But I see a good little pocket here, so I'm gonna aim for it. And let's see if we can just get a little bit of this 512. Nice. And there we go. We got the score, and we should get a couple restocks. Okay. Okay, maybe like the more restocks is it doubles all of them. So like we're helping ourselves out as we go. Anyways, I see a good basket here that I'd like to land in. Just can I? Let's see if we can't just drop it down the middle. Yep. Okay, got in the basket. So we're in now, we've leveled up this one. Now we're at 1024. And I like it's on top. We're just gonna go ahead and get this twice and lock in the score. Okay, and there's the score. Okay, just keep bouncing off that top one. Okay, so first things first, we want to expand so we can enable our lumber perk. And then now what do we want to put there? And this is going to trigger when we die, and it's going to trigger 3 times. Every 1 second a random peg will explode and pop 8 maximum nearby pegs. And if we're triggering this 3 times when we die, for right now, I think we're going to go with that, because I think that's just going to pop every second that we're out there. It's going to pop 1, and then at the end it's going to pop 3 pegs. And those around, I mean, there's not going to be any pegs left. And the item to the right of me triggers. Okay, so when the item to the right of it triggers, 25% chance to create a chain bolt that pops a cluster. Okay, so what is not doing much for me? So this is probably doing a lot, because every single time I'm hitting that roof, it's popping a random peg, which could be like 512. So I probably don't want to sell that. Well, I can only get one thing, and I want this. So we're going with the flamethrower. And things should just start exploding across the screen now. Maybe. Okay. And we want it to last a while, so like doing the whole bouncing up and down we might just want to keep that going. But I want this 1024. I'll send it and see what happens, because we should just start exploding random things. Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. We got some explosions going. Okay, I think we're moving with something. 32 is our aim now. Bounce. I know we said we're just, let's just keep bouncing up and down. Let's keep bouncing up and down. Make them last longer. Great. I'm liking these explosions. A new special round. Okay, so that's okay. I need to figure out these rounds up here because they're surprising me. The question mark box is a special round. So this is going to be our psychic link. All psychic pegs will give points equal to their number when any psychic peg is popped. Okay, so this is kind of like a combo, but it doesn't pop the peg. Okay. There's some weird looking things, man. Weird looking balls. Alright. So I think we're just going to bounce off this 512. We'll get the 64s. And then hope that it kind of bounces back onto the other side. Get it some bounces, last a while, get some explosions, and make the numbers go to the moon. So let's aim for this 512 to bounce back to the right. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. And now we just watch. Perfect. 46-32. I don't even know what we're scoring each round, so I don't even know if that's attainable. Do I trust my aim to even hit that 2048? I like that we got some 64s here on the bottom. That'll last a bit. Let's just try it. We should still get some explosions at the end, so we'll get some points. And we got it. We got it. Okay. Okay. So 11,000. I don't know if that was... that was obviously a very good round. I don't know if that's our average round right now, or if that was a special one. I saw lots of the bounces off the wall. I don't know. Let's look at the loot. See, the Drainer perk. So when 10 pegs are popped, it force triggers the leftmost item in your inventory. But you also lose 3% of your total points. And we're going to be popping a lot of pegs. And the leftmost, we'll just pop a random one. So what we're saying here is that the math we got to do on the back of our napkin is that every 10 pegs popped, we're going to lose 3% of, well, if it's 1,000, what is that, 30 points. But it'll trigger this, which will pop a random one. And I think most of the stuff out there, minimum 16 right now. So I like it. I think it works with this one because essentially it's every 10 pegs popped, we're going to be popping a random peg. And so that gets us halfway to Floody. And that's it. Okay. Let's see what this other one is. The mystery box perk. Okay, I like some mystery boxes. So Nubby launch. So this happens every time. And slot 1 is empty. And we like slot 1. A random item from Nubby Mart will appear in slot 1 and force trigger 3 times. The new item will disappear at the end. So essentially, do I take a random item triggering 3 times and still giving the benefit? Or I think I'm liking just every time it hits a wall, it pops a peg. We get a lot of action on that. I'll skip it and give us some coins. Build up our money back. Okay. I should have taken that first one. I completely forgot about that left one. Oh well. So looking to get 5532. Let's shuffle this one up. I know we have a little container here, but I don't think I'm going to get in there. I don't think I have the skill to bounce it over. There's just nothing happening. Let's shuffle. That's terrible. I know we have a 2048 here, but I'm just going to bounce that off the edge, I know. So let's go with the 124 and just keep bouncing it in. Yeah. I missed it, but I hit that one. Okay. And we got the explosions. Okay. 7,800, so we're still safely above even on bad rounds. Let's see. Let's go ahead. See, I like what all these are doing, so I don't know if I would even sell anything for what's here. I think only this one would be the one, just because I'm already the flaming skull. Just because I'm already getting so many explosions at the end. But this will help me if I ever lose all my lives, so maybe we'll just keep it there just in case. Let's see, so tardigrade. Okay, so peg half. 25% chance to double one random peg. I think peg halved is anytime it bounces. So, anytime it bounces, we have a chance to double one. Seems like it's point positive. Peg halved, is that not just every time a peg... I don't know what these mean. I don't know. E-block. Force trigger this item. Okay, I don't have anything that force triggers, so I don't want that. Every 1.5 seconds, if Nubby's still alive, summons a meat orb that will float around and pop pegs. Meat orbs die when Peggy dies. See, I think I've seen someone use this before, but I don't know. And every 1.5 seconds. So how often do we get those explosions? We maybe get 3 a game, so we probably get 2 hits off this, 2 meat orbs. I like it. I like it. And Squirmy gives +5 points for every time this item is triggered during this round. 1 in 50 chance to metamorph. That's what this guy was. That he was Squirmy. That's right. Let's go ahead and expand and buy monstrosity. And so what we're what is this cafe? Oh well, now I can't afford this. Okay. I mean, we can look at what we won't even look at what they are. Back to it. Okay. 1024 and 2048 hidden down there. So let's shuffle that up. No basket, and this 1024 is gonna make it hard to get the basket and any time. I'm not gonna go for the 2048, so hope. Okay. Oh, what was that? 200 short? Oh. Okay. We'll try it again. That was close. That was close. So we'll let it run again. That didn't last too long. Let's try it again. Same strategy. Okay, so that's the meat orb, and that's going around bouncing. We got okay. I did not see how many points. I wish it showed how many points we scored. See, these are all tucked in the corners. Let's shuffle that up. Okay, we get a good row going. Maybe we can bounce it in here somewhere. Let's take care of this 512 first. Okay. Okay. I think that was an explosion round that helped us there. I don't know if it was the head or if it was this one. I think it was a flamethrower. Special round mayhem. This peg will explode in 8 pegs in a cross pattern when popped for the first time. And pop 8 pegs in a cross pattern when popped for the first time. Okay. So we get the points when they pop, and so I think just hitting that will give us 2,000 here? I just pointed at the screen. I don't know. It'll give us 2,000. And if we hit the 64, it gives us 64. And then maybe we can get in here and hit this 2048 somehow, because nothing will explode off. I mean, we'll hit the 256 and the 128. I just want the 2048. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of those 1024s and get moving. Okay, there we go. Okay, still don't know how much we scored. I'll pay attention this time. Man, this would pop around a lot up top, but once it falls, it's fallen, and that doesn't do good for staying alive for a long time for monstrosity. So let's shuffle, and let's see if we can't get some bounces into this pocket here. Yeah. First things first, we're going for that 2048 off the wall, maybe. Oop. Not the wall I was expecting. But we still made, what, 12,000 there, so we're still chilling. Still chilling, making about 2,000 above what we need targeted. I like this little tunnel here. Oh, we got a 4096 now. So I like this tunnel. So let's send it down in there. Yep, oh. Okay, I think that was the meat one. I think the meat one did something there. Oh, I see. I was wondering what this was earlier. So if you drag the same one, it upgrades it. Okay. And we have enough for that. But let's look at the other items. Poop butt. First peg popped. For every time the board has restocked this game, gain 15 points. Okay, so we gained a safe 900 there. to kind of jumpstart each run. Do we have that lose 3,000? No, we skipped the lose 3%. This will give 900. But once. Not bad, but this gives us more, this gives us way more. Oh, but if this triggers it 5 times, this will give us 4,500 points every time guaranteed when he dies, right? I mean, if it force triggers it. That's interesting. That's interesting. So that's kind of giving us a base 4,500 plus another 900 for the first time, so 54. It's getting us halfway there already. But I like our. I don't know if this is doing more than that, because I feel like this, since this is popping the nearby ones. I mean, all you need to do is hit the 4,000 once, and that's doing the same. Yeah, I think I skip. I don't think I want that. At least I don't want it replacing. It's only worthwhile if I can get 4,500 out of it. So let me check out the cafe before we're probably gonna do that right there, whatever that is. The cafe. I can't afford this. I am broke. So let's. Okay, it shows us. Okay, so 1 in 5. So every 1 in 5, and it's 65% chance. So we're saying last ball, 50% shot, we win every time. I like those odds. I like those odds. Yep. I wonder how high does this go? How high? And let's move on. Let's shuffle to get this 4096 out and create a basket, because otherwise it's just going to fall to the side. Okay. I don't know how we're going to do on this one. But I wonder if we bounce it on these 256s a couple times, we'll get at least one 4096 if it falls on this side. And then if it falls on that side, we'll at least get a 1024. So I think we're safe rolling this. And I want it going right. It went left, but we went right. 16,000. Okay, we're still how high does this go? How high? We're around 36. We have a little good basket in here with this big number, so I want to see if I can't clear out this 512. Yeah, let's just drop it straight down. I don't know. Okay, it did not. Okay, let's shuffle this up. No basket there either. Let's try popping it here. Maybe we'll get a couple lucky bounces on the edge. Well, we care about time, so let's pop it over here and see if we can't get into here and just get more triggers off flamethrower. Yeah. I missed. Okay. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we're kind of at the edge here now. We're only scoring about 15,000 each. So this all psychic pegs will give points equal to their number when any is hit. Okay. Those aren't good. I mean, it's just going to give 512 and 256 over. That doesn't get us close. But there's 2 of them over here, so maybe we'll just keep bouncing off each other. Let's try. Okay. I said we were living on the edge, and then we just 2x it. We were up at 31,000 that last time, so we're still good. And this thing's triggering. What was it? Did I have something that triggers every 7 rounds? So now we're triggering this 5 times. So we're doing 5 explosions, max 40 balls or 40 pegs. So looking good. Good little basket here. Let's see if we can't get it in here and just get some pops off these 1024s. Yeah. Did not get in the basket, but we got 22,000. Okay. We can't afford anything. Can we afford it in the cafe? Nothing in the cafe. So, are these rerolls free? Maybe there's not. We wouldn't replace anything anyways. So let's move on. I don't mind this if we can't get some bouncing off the walls and back and forth. So let's try this little pattern over here. That was so close with a terrible bounce. That got us to 19,000. All we needed was 20,000. So I think if we don't have the worst bounce ever on this one, we should be good. Now, how do I not do the worst bounce ever again? Okay. Like I said, we just needed it bouncing over there on the right-hand side, and we were good. We were good. This is a boss round. Okay. I'm not paying attention. I need to start paying attention up here, but 24,000 should be doable. Let's see what this does. Husk peg. This peg will break after it has been popped for the first time. Okay, so we're only getting points from it once. So let's just hope it's not one of these. And since it breaks, we won't be able to pop off it over and over and over again. So that's less pops for Nubby bounces. We'll have less bounces, less pops. Everything else should be okay as long as we keep it going. That's perfect. That is perfect. That gets those maybe out of the way. I like this. I like this. We could not have. Those are three smallest. No, we have some 256s for that 512. Okay. I think we just send this off this 4096. Try to get it down in this little basket right here. If I had to guess, it's just going to go over the wall and out, but we'll see. Oh, we were like 400 short. 400 short there. Okay, it's because I can't get. I need to get in here. In here, I was missing getting in here. So how do I angle this shot to clip it? This is also the last shot, and I don't want to jumble them up. I kind of like this basket down here. Let's try to glance it off of this. 25,000. I think we were saved by something. We were saved by the skull, or these explosions just hit what we needed. That was terrible, but we made it through. Now our target's 29,000. We got a new perk. If the first peg popped. If the first peg popped was the highest number peg, I like aiming for those. Force trigger the item in slots 1 and 2 times. Okay. So this would be, we could get a 20% chance that pops everything. I like that. Nubby hits one wall, and this will just pop 2 pegs twice instantly. Okay, I like that. It just means that we have to pop the highest peg, the highest number. So we use our shuffles, get it up, fix my aiming. I don't know what needs to be done there. Okay. And the archaic perk, every 1.5 seconds, force triggers all non-upgraded items. So that would be this, everything except for the skull. So it doesn't trigger this, that's a perk. So essentially we'll get 2 monstrosities each time. We'll get a explosion. Force triggers. We'll get some bonus points. We'll get 3 points. Oh wow, that just builds. Oh, during this round. Okay, never mind. And I was thinking it was through the whole game. How many rounds? No. And force triggers. I think we go this to trigger this twice. Because I think just 40% chance of blowing everything up. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna take that. Okay, now we're on the moon. We went from the stratosphere to the moon. We skipped a couple levels in there, I feel. I feel some Apollo missions, some Gemini missions, some Mercury missions didn't bridge that stratosphere moon gap. So I don't know what happened in between there. But let's go. So we got an 8192 now. Remember, we hit that 40% chance everything explodes anyways, and we're good. But if we explode everything, does that only give it to... Did we just mess up? Because if we explode everything, does it only give us what's on the current one? So like if this triggers, we're only getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5, 7,000. I mean 750 plus this. I mean, let's see if it works. If it does how I think it's not going to work for us, is we should end up with those 750 plus this 8 when we hit it, so it's 15, and then half that 8, which will give us to like 19,000 plus whatever we get. We won't get anything else because nothing else is there to explode. So we might be capping out here like 19,000, 20,000. We'll see. But we got to hit this big peg. I'll probably miss it. I got it. Okay. So it explodes it, but that's only one pop. Okay. I liked everything that happened there. I don't like where it's placed now. So let's shuffle it. Nice. Clutch. So we're going to hit that off, and it should just insta-win. Let me make sure I get my aim right. Yeah, it's an instant win every single time I hit that. I need to hit it every single time. So do I think I can drop it in the hole? Yeah, I don't want to shuffle it and get it underneath, so... Oop. I think I hit it. Oh, it's down there. Okay, so we shuffle it up. Okay, one shot. Let's see. So where do we want it? This is how I play pool. It's just imaginary lines. I need to go lower. I need to hit like right here. Okay. I think that's right. Yes. That's why we take the time to aim it up. That's why we take the time to line up the shot so we can move on. Okay, back to the Nubby Mart. Okay, how far does this go? Does anybody know how many rounds there are? I feel like I'm doing much better than the first game, but it would be nice to know what we're aiming for at this point. Okay, so what's in the shop? What's in the shop? If we pass around gold, that's what we're aiming for. We don't need that. Highest number of pegs popped. Highest number of peg popped, which we do first. This will pop something. Nubby hits the wall twice. It doubles 4 random pegs less than 32. Why? That's great early. I don't want that now. I have no 32s. And every 8 peg, this is the whole smacking thing, and I don't think I saw the peg have earlier in the store, but I don't have it now. Let's check out the cafe, see if we can't feed ourselves for the first time. I don't want that in my chat. What is this? How do I get rid of that? I have no idea what I'm doing with this chat. I guess. Sure. So back to it. Drag and drop food items into the mouth to eat it. And I guess eating it... Am I the mouth? Okay, so you eat the pickle rat. Upon returning to the Nubby Mart, gain 1 reroll. Okay. Stocks a random rare food item in here, but we don't have money for this. Let's reroll. Every 1.5 seconds doubles the random peg. Not great for our score. First peg popped. Emits a burst of nuclear waste. Nuclear waste pops any peg it touches. If Nubby isn't alive, a random peg will emit the burst. That seems nice. And we have to force trigger this, which we do have a way. Like maybe we could get rid of Pedro so we can force trigger something there. And so what is this? Both items to the left and right of me. Odds decrease by 20% for each time this successfully triggers. Oh, 100% chance to force trigger both items to the left and right, so it would just be this. Odds decrease by 20% for each time this successfully triggers. Odds are set to 100 when the round's over. So essentially this triggers this again. So it gives us another chance to blow. Like we're really, we're really aligning ourselves with hitting that big one first. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing that. So I don't want to put all the eggs in that basket. But if I put this in there, and it triggers it triggers it twice. So it's 100% and then an 80% chance to trigger this. So we're moving up to like 60% chance to, give me some leeway there, 60% chance to trigger the giant explosion. And then 80%, so, you know, probably 2 explosions. But we have to hit the big one first. Let's look at the other. The other one I was looking at was just this nuclear waste one. See if we can't replace. I don't think we get many points like at the end. And we're also not popping that many pegs at this point. You could probably sell the cucumber. I like this because we're still focused on bouncing. Let's sell the sea cucumber and buy uranium. That way, at least if we don't pop the big one first, we'll be popping something. Or we'll keep we'll be, you know, emit the nuclear waste so it pops other stuff. So we're kind of creating our own explosion. Okay. And I don't want to buy that free reroll because that won't let us buy anything. I think we're done. So big one's over here. I'm not hitting that, so let's reroll. Oh boy. Okay. There's no chance that I can hit the 8192 on the first one. So we're not going to be triggering that explosion. So I think we're back to just hoping for lots of bounces here. I don't think he's like strong enough to bounce in that 8192, and even if we did, it's just gonna probably just miss everything else. So let's take our 2048 and see if we can't get some bounces. going, and then, you know what, if it comes down to it, we're hoping for the 100% from the skull at the end. Or well, it's 60%, but we're hoping for the 100% to happen. So let's bounce it. Okay, so the nuclear waste went down and popped some stuff. Okay. And we got to 57,000, so that's great. We're still killing it. And I think 8192 is our biggest, so we should go ahead and pop it. And I'll let it bounce on it. Oop. Oop. Need a little bit more, and we're clear. Okay. Booger party. So, booger peg, when popped, this peg will emit 2 snot shots that pop any pegs they pass through. Perfect. So we're just, it's more stuff popping. Okay, and 16.4. How big do these balls get? But we will be hitting up this one. Yeah, so this should be an easy first ball. And I think we're just gonna let it bounce because I don't want to send it to. There's nothing to catch it on the right, so let's just let it bounce. Oh my God! What? Okay, so that's the snot. That's the snot going everywhere. Okay. Oh boy. The 16. I think we can hit the 16.4, and then let it just bounce on these 4096s a couple times, some 1024s. I think we get a good base here to not let the ball fall through. Now, can I hit the 16.4? I think so. I did. Okay, there we go. Still need a little bit. Okay, we got to 80. And we got loot. Okay. Nubby dies. If you had passed the round goal this round, which we're doing a bit, force trigger the item in 5. That won't do anything. I mean, a random peg will emit the burst, but if we're already above the score, all it's doing is a re-rack. Interesting. Okay, so the first time we pop, it's going to trigger 1, so it's going to pop a random. It would be nice if this was in a random spot. It's going to give us some points. It's going to give us 3 points, because it's only the first peg popped. We'll get double uranium, and we'll get monstrosity just right off the jump. I like that. 16.4 is a little hidden, so let's shuffle. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. I don't know if I can get it past the this 1024 to the 16. Wow. But I think the avenue is still in here. So let's just pop it up here. We'll get some uranium. If we hit the 2048, we get some uranium to pop 16.4, 8.9. That's good. So yeah, we'll hit it over here and just hope. It did not hit the 16.4 at all. That peg didn't go. We got to 70,000. I think was the final score on that last round. We needed 88. So yeah, just one pop of that big one would have got us there. But I think we got close. Died on round 48. It can't be more than 50. We can't be going more than 50. So that's unfortunate.